Check 1, 2. What up, everybody? Sean, Jason, Chevy, Shane, Digi might still be here. Night Watcher. My back is killing me. Big time. Got the Pistons rocking here. Like real Pistons. I don't do basketball. Actually, what I was supposed to say is welcome, everyone. Today we're going to explore how the DeliverThat app revolutionizes catering order delivery. Whether you're a driver looking to join or a business owner considering this service, this is the place to learn. I don't know if you saw the thumbnail, but if you guys are out there doing like DoorDash, UberEats, whatever, especially like DoorDash, you're trying like hell to get in the large order program to get some of those catering orders or the bigger orders, and it's such a hassle. I know I tried before they had the large order program. It was a catering program. Jumped all through them hoops, got everything squared away, and I still could not get on there. Oh, yes, I did watch that. I commented on it, actually. But yeah, they would never let me in that catering program. And I said, to heck with DoorDash. I'll figure out a way to get catering orders without them. And there came DeliverThat, which I actually didn't know I signed up this long ago, but I signed up for DeliverThat August 8th of 2022 and did not take my first delivery till the beginning of September this year. And that's where I'm heading towards. Some of y'all know I've been going like crazy trying to get in the preferred driver program, which they changed right when I was in the middle of getting those first 10 within your first 30 days active. And they changed it to 25 deliveries you need to be a preferred driver, or at least become eligible to watch the videos, take the test, and 90 days active. Well, let me tell you, I was not active for 90 days, and they suspended me because there's a 1-year contract. I guess if you're not active for a year, they kind of purge you from the system, and you got to re-register, which that's what I had to do. But I did not lose my 25 deliveries, and they'll start my time ticking at, I guess, the 1st of September, which I'm almost 2 months in. So 1 more month, I will finally become eligible for preferred driver. And I don't know if I have to retake the test. They call it the badge. You got to get your preferred driver badge. And let me know if you can hear me, because I hate to be talking if you can't. But I did everything. I re-signed up. Unfortunately, I had to pay for the motor vehicle report again. I see you background, Jason. I see you in the backstage, but I'm not finished yet. Warming up here. My back is killing me, guys. This grounded me today. I stepped out of bed and could hardly walk. I had somehow tweaked my sciatic nerve yesterday, and I wanted to do laundry. Hell, I didn't work today. I wanted to get my laundry done. I can't even walk the basket downstairs to my washer and dryer. Yes, Lisa's got her badge. I'll tell you this: when you get to that stage of taking that test, not live or anything, get a hold of me. There's a trick. I'm not gonna just. It tied me up. It probably took me a dozen tries to pass this test. And I was answering questions correct, not the correct answer. And I will say, they've got a diagram, 3 different diagrams of how you should set up a basic buffet. And I picked what I considered the wrong answer, and that was the right answer. And if you look at on their ideliverthat.com/DAP, the driver access portal driver. I can't think of what DAP stands for. Help me out, Lisa. I forgot. Brain fart. Anyway, they've got diagrams on there of basic buffet style setups for different cuisines. The 3 options they gave me in the test are none of those that they give examples for in the DAP. So I'm like, okay. Yeah. So that gave me a hiccup, but I got it. And once I figured out the little trick, cool. Thanks, Shane. It's weird. So I wonder which microphone it's going through because my camera's been acting wonky as well. I had to go in settings for my camera before I could get this going because my camera wasn't working. I couldn't figure out why, and that's probably why on Discord earlier. Um, it was my settings in StreamYard though, not my computer. As far in my computer, my camera was working fine, but the green light wouldn't come on. Well, actually, no, the green light did come on once I accessed my settings, which I still have open. I'm going to shut them off. But as far as adding, like the thumbnail says, $165+ a week just by 5 deliveries. That's about the minimum you're going to make if you take 5 deliveries with the DeliverThat platform. If they're EzCater orders, that is the minimum. I mean, you might get pretty unlucky and get one that's just under $30, but typically you're going to make $32 to $33 to $35, $36 on every EzCater order through DeliverThat. Just with the tip pool, because right now it's $21 to $27. I guess it could be a fluke one week or with a half week, whatever, and there could be some huge orders that came through with really big tips. It might go above 27. I've not seen it go above 24.94 is the highest I've seen, and it was consistently right around 24.44 to 24.94 for like 3 half weeks because they pay you twice. They base your deliveries 2 times a week off of, I don't know the days. Wednesday and Fridays your paydays. Driver assistance portal. I knew it was driver something portal. But yeah, if you're out there doing your Uber Eats, your DoorDash, your Grubhub, whatever, maybe some Spark, and you just want to add an extra $165 to maybe $200 a week to your daily earnings, get on DeliverThat. It's there's wait list. Some people are waitlisted. You're going to be turned down. You're going to be turned away a little bit when you see that you got to pay for a motor vehicle report, which now is $14.99. Which again, I had to repay for again, even though they do a check for a 5-year check. The one they did on me a year ago should have still been good. I don't know how that works, but I paid it because the money earning potential is worth the investment. If you have no bags, catering bags, you can get a bundle deal. It's with the bags, some bags, and the $14.99 that you have to pay tax on. It came out to like $15.86 or something like that. I would recommend not getting that bundle deal because you can buy 3 insulated bags for I think for $20, whereas the bundle deal with the motor vehicle report is $38.99. From what I read today, it gets you 2 insulated bags and 2 cold bags or whatever. They're not really insulated. They're not going to keep things ice cold, but if it's a chilled item, it's going to stay chilled. It's just something to separate your hot food from your cold food because you never want to put those both in the same bag. And once you're on there, they've got plenty of videos. They show you how if you're a little intimidated by setting up a buffet style or doing the setup when you get there. They've got some videos. A lot of times on theirs, they want you to put. This throws me off because the years I spent doing catering, hands-on, many years on buffet style, we always put the plates, the napkins, the plasticware, the silverware, utensils, whatever, at the beginning of the buffet line. The way they set it up, they'll put the plates at the beginning, but the plasticware and the napkins at the end, which makes sense too. That's just not how in the real world and real banquet facilities is how I've done it, dating all the way back to 1986 when I first started working in catering, which is that's a minute ago, guys. That 37 years ago, and still to this day, they still do plates, utensils, and napkins at the beginning of a buffet style. Sit down though, they just bring it out to you and your stuff's there. So you should have the proper place settings at the table, however that may work out. But any questions, please throw them in the chat. I'm going to bring Jason up here in a minute. I just want to get a bunch of crap out first. I didn't know he was going to jump up there right away. I knew he was going to. Chilean sea bass is endangered. Sea bass is endangered. I don't buy that, but the price has came down on it in the last 10 years, so maybe it's not so endangered anymore. Oh no, don't do that. Yeah, that's no good. In fact, wherever you bought it from, because that's not cheap, I'd return that, Chevy. Say, hey, this stuff is way past the due date. You need to throw this out. And the van has been great, by the way. And it is for those that don't know, thanks to viewers, the van is called Clifford the Big Red Van. I did drop a video, a quick rock around. It's like 3 minutes and 3 seconds, and 20 seconds of that is the intro and outro thing I threw together. Yeah, that happens a lot too, Lisa. Well, they're usually right there on a lot of them. They're right there getting their mitts in with it while you're trying to set it up. And I know you're like me. If you're like me, I'd prefer them not to mess with it until I get it done so I can take a nice picture and they're not in the way and they're not rearranging stuff. But a lot of times, by the time I get to the picture taken, I step back and they're already moving stuff around. I'm like, well, there goes my Kodak moment, you know? I just have that one order on a different platform for $87 tomorrow morning. That was actually, in fact, they text me. What time is it? Shoot, okay. That's them reminding me of it. $87, yeah. That's the one I got for tomorrow, but it's not on DeliverThat because I wasn't able to receive any offers today because I was suspended. Now, maybe tomorrow morning, they tell me it's working now, so I should be able to see offers, but I've yet to see anything tonight. And it's been a few hours since I got it all reactivated. That was kind of a mad scramble. It's $479.60 worth of food I'm picking up from, I'm not sure, $71.94 is my tip on that. It's exactly 15% at $15 base pay. That is from Planet Sub downtown St. Louis, right down not far from the Arch in the riverfront. I love Planet Sub because they always have the stuff ready. One time I had to wait like about a minute. He had to throw the sodas together because some of theirs it's a sub place and they come with 20-ounce sodas on a lot of them, not always though. And I'm going to bring Jason up because I'm not going to do a very long stream because I got to get to bed early tonight. Hopefully my sciatic nerve snaps back into place and I'll wake up tomorrow like it never happened because that's how it works. But seriously, any questions, throw them in the chat because that's what I want to talk about is increasing your income, your earnings weekly by adding catering to your routine. You're gonna it gets you out on the road early. They're typically done by noon. If you get 1 or 2 orders, you're usually finished by noon. Sometimes you get some later afternoon catering order offers, sometime early evening, nothing ever too late. In my market, I know Rideshare Lisa gets some late night ones from one of the DeliverThat partners up in her market and delivers to a stadium or something, soccer teams and baseball teams. And those are sometimes as late as 9 o'clock. But those are direct partnerships. There is no tip pool with direct partnerships. You get the full tip of whatever that customer tipped. Whereas the tip pool, they do that so everybody makes money. I don't prefer taking a larger order in the tip pool because I'm getting the same money as I'm taking a smaller order. You do get a higher base pay or pay commission, as they call it, on a larger food amount. Like if you're doing a $1,900 order, they're going to increase the base pay. You'll still get the $21 to $27 tip, but because that's pooled, but then it adds on to a higher base pay. If it's more than 10 miles, they give you I forgot. I think it's like an extra. I forgot what they pay extra per mile over 10 miles on the delivery, but they pay you extra trip pay. So it'll be an added commission is what it'll be worded as. and it works pretty good. I tagged DeliverThat in this video or in this stream, so somebody from DeliverThat may be watching, or they may see it tomorrow. I don't know. So please, no trash talking on the apps. And now we got Jason Gregory joining us up here, who I've been trying to get him on the DeliverThat app as well. Jason, I can hear you. You got to turn it.
I didn't see that $38.
I can't hear Jason.
Can you hear me?
I can hear me.
Can you not hear me?
I can't hardly hear you. Can anybody else hear Jason? I can hear me.
Can you not hear me?
Wait, let me check my volume. Check 1, 2. Yeah, I hear. Turn your go into your settings, Jason. Click on audio. Turn your mic volume up, and put on echo cancellation and reduce mic background noise. Whoa, something was loud there. You're getting an echo.
Is it better now?
I still hear the echo.
Well, dang.
Did you click on settings and hit echo cancellation?
I sure did.
Because I have it on mine. Do you have YouTube open still?
What about now?
Let me see. Nope, I still hear me. Go. I know you're in StreamYards now, so go back to your YouTube and make sure that's paused.
I wasn't even in on YouTube.
You had to be to click the link. Well, there he went. He'll be back. Now he's got to go back to YouTube, click the link. Sometimes it doesn't pause, so we'll hear that echo. Maybe I've been seeing this on some other live streams lately. Other people have been having big issues with it not working with it, well, constantly with the background echo. Let's see if he fixed it. Oh, it's not a background thing. And I'm still hearing me. I'm hearing you on YouTube. No, it's just like it was before.
Let me go get my earbuds.
Okay. I was gonna say, don't close the StreamYards, but minimize and go to YouTube and shut it off. Hopefully I had to turn the volume way up just to hear him talk. I hear me louder than I do him. Oh, and I am wearing my GigWise hat. I haven't sported the GigWise hat in a while. Are you paired up yet, Jason? Because I still hear. Okay, because I hear me still. Oh, God, this back, guys. You have no idea.
Let me back out of this and come back in real quick.
Well, hey, hold on. Once you do, hit your the little square button and go back over to YouTube and make sure it's you either shut YouTube off or hit pause it.
YouTube is paused.
Okay. This is a problem somebody was having on Necros the other night. He ended up switching devices and somehow that fixed it. Oh, God, my back. I feel it going. I don't know what I just did, but I feel it shooting down my leg now. Sciatic pain is no joke. It incapacitates you. Possibly. Check 1, 2.
Okay, now I've got it in my earbuds.
Holy shit. Hang on. Try talking again now.
I've got it in my earbuds now.
Okay, that I can hear you way better and I can't hear me. Yeah,
I can hear you.
I had to turn you way up. Okay. That was loud.
Let me turn this mic volume down.
Yeah, you might have your mic volume down too low. Mine may not be high enough on mine. Mine wasn't turned up all the way.
All right, is this better?
Yeah, you're fine. I can adjust my volume.
Okay, good.
Did mine get any louder?
So
my mic sounded weird.
So here's my thing. Here's my question, or not question. Here's my thing. When I signed up for DeliverThat, I had a $20 background check thing,
Right.
and I did that, but I didn't see that option for the $38 to get the bags.
You had to click on the bundle thing. It took me a while to find it today because they got too many things to click on in that same, like 3 different paragraphs with little things in between with all kinds of links, and my camera's gone. Okay, it'll come back. But yeah, there was one on the bundle thing. But when I looked at the price, it works out better if you buy 3 bags for like $20, and then just pay the $15 for the MVR, the motor vehicle report. I don't know if they did the math on that, but it seems like I don't need those cold bags, as they call them. I already got other stuff for that, so they are not necessary for me. So I don't, and with that deal, you got 2 bags and only one of those cold bags that I saw today, and the motor vehicle report. I thought there was something else on there. I don't recall what it was. But
well, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't dig in deep enough.
You could have overlooked it. It took me forever to find the right one to click on, just to do the motor vehicle report. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, it went up. I had to turn my volume way down because to hear him before, I had to turn it way up because I could barely hear anything.
Am I down now?
Oh, you're fine. People can adjust their volume. I turned mine all the way up. There's Mama Kay. Somebody was just asking about you like 2 or 3 days ago, Mama Kay. And I said, I have not seen her, but I haven't been doing any Spark.
Well, finally, I get to join a stream when I'm not working.
That's nice. It's kind of annoying when somebody's on the live stream when they're constantly driving around, moving around.
Well, I don't have 2 phones, so I just have to do it with one phone, and I'm more out there chasing the dollar than I am worried about. I'll listen to you live.
Well, when I got 2 phones, but my other phone's like on its last leg. The speaker doesn't work in it anymore. The only way I can do live streams is with the earbud and the mic built in. I can't do it through my Bluetooth because then I don't have a microphone. I don't know. It's a pain. So I'll get a new phone eventually. I'm deciding if I want to get another phone through Cricket or if I want to start switching all my stuff to Visible and go on the Verizon network on the their top tier.
I thought about one of these days getting like a burner phone or something.
No, I didn't know anything about that, Chevy. See, look at everybody showing Mama Kay to love. I told you people have been asking about you. I'm still out there, Mama Kay. I've just hardly ever turned on Spark.
Andy's got a van now.
Yeah, if you see a big red cargo van sitting at a county Walmart, chances are that's me.
I call it Clifford the Big Red Van.
Clifford the Big Red Van. Hey, I'm back. Cool. How do people know to call me right when I'm doing a live stream? Don't they get the notification? I'm live, Mike. My buddy Mike. If anybody has any questions about the deliver that. I mean,
yeah, my only thing was that on there was the $38 thing that I didn't see. I just seen the motor vehicle MVR check thing.
Honestly, that's the main one you need to worry about. But you're going to need to upload a picture of at least 2 catering bags. You have to have 2 catering bags.
I think that's why I haven't been able to get on because I haven't been able to do that yet. So I'm going to have to go on Amazon.
There it is. My volume cut out on you.
Tim, I bet you that's why I haven't gone on yet because I haven't got to upload pictures of the catering bags.
Oh yeah, you have to have catering bags.
So I may need to buy some off of Amazon or something.
that you need unbranded. Man, just order them through them. You get 3 bags with they're branded. It says deliver that on them, and that's
but
they want to see that.
But here's the problem. I want something that I can have shipped to my mom and dad's house.
That's fine.
Instead of my apartment, because I will have to go pick up packages when the apartment complex is open, and that can be a nightmare sometimes.
You get those porch pirates too.
Yeah.
What do I look for when optimal orders? Well, I don't get the best of gas mileage. I mean, I get better now that I've got the van quite a bit. I get over the double the gas mileage I got my truck, but I still look for a shorter distance and higher pay on those deliver that offers. So I got to look for short distance because they're primarily what I see is EzCaters because I'm not in the preferred driver program or on the elite level. Elite level, you have to do 100 deliveries. And Lisa, fill me in. Did you have to take a test for that to elite, or they just automatically bump you up once you hit your 100 and say, "Hey, I've hit my 100 deliveries, put me in elite"? And you typically you'll see orders a day or two in advance when you're just in the preferred level. And if any of y'all are familiar with UDM, shut up, Spark. All their push notifications. I'm going to turn all our notifications off shortly. But UDM, a lot of these drivers get more orders than they can even do. So you get to kind of sift through, pick the cream of the crop for what works for you in your area. Because some people may work the same market, but they're in different areas of that market. Some things work out better than others. You also want to, if you're doing multiples, you want to, like if you already got one lined up you like, try and make sure that second one is going to be kind of close to your first drop off, so you can get from your drop off to the first pickup or that second pickup quick. Because a lot of times the restaurants, in my experience, do not have their stuff ready on time. So that puts you behind, and it starts a domino effect. And like I did one 2 days ago, I finished my delivered order, and to get my 25th order, I accepted one that was over in Illinois, and I had to get on the highway heading north to get across the river downtown St. Louis. They have construction going on. 4 different on-ramps were blocked. I couldn't get on the highway, so I had to contact DeliverThat and let them know, hey, I am on my way to this pickup, but construction has got all my on-ramps shut down. So I had to keep rerouting. Finally, I found one, got on there, and I was, I think, 5 minutes late for the pickup at the Cracker Barrel in Shiloh, Illinois. I would not have taken that order. It was way too far to drive for what I made on it, but it was my 25th delivery, and that's what you need to get eligible for your preferred driver badge. That's the only reason I took that order, because it was more miles for me than it was pay. And you know, I don't like taking anything under $1 a mile.
Yeah, once I get over the expense of this losing money of the flu crap for me being home for a few days, yeah, I'll have to get on Amazon and get me some bags.
Amazon, or order them directly from DeliverThat. You can have them shipped anywhere.
Like, well, what if I don't want logos on them? What if I want to be able to use them for other things?
You can do that.
Like when I go on DoorDash to the large order program or whatever, that's what I want. I want something that's not got logos.
You can get unbranded bags off of Amazon. It's just I don't know that you're going to find 3 for $20. I can look.
No, I'd be able to look at that.
I have a second monitor, and then I can figure out. That's another reason I use this. What is this? Internet. Google Chrome for StreamYard, because I can do more stuff.
Well, even 2 for right now. I mean, that's all I would need, right?
That's all you need to start off. I mean, there's not many I've taken that I really need more than 2 bags. Some of them are because I'm greedy, and I needed to get to that 25. So I took some orders that were larger orders that I typically won't take. I won't take because they're not paying enough for me to take an $800 order. Not when that tip should be basically a minimum of like 80. If it's an $830 order, I would love to see the tip, not base pay, just a tip at least $83. Yeah, like those kind of delivery bags, I'm looking at one on here for $18.
Yeah, I could get
I
a
mean,
couple of them.
they're not that great a quality bags that you get from them, but like I do, I if you've got a Chevy's nearby, Chevy's Fresh Mix, try and get some of their boxes that they do catering orders in, even if you got to pay a couple bucks per box, because you can cut the lids off and you put them inside their bags that they hold the shape, and by all means keep them clean, keep the bags clean, no matter what you got. But your bags stand up. Now they don't work for all orders like that. That's why I've got bags with the boxes in them. I got bags without the boxes in them, because sometimes like Red Robin's containers are weird shaped and they're kind of too long to fit down inside the box. Yet those boxes will hold a full half pan, or you can put two half pans side by side in there and stack them 4 to 5 high. Ah, what's up, Ziggy? Mama K, I guess you're trying to get on Deliver That. I do have, for anybody interested, in the description of this video down below, I've got a link for, it'll take you straight to Deliver That, the driver screen where you would sign up. And for any merchants that would like to hook up with Deliver That and form a direct partnership where you benefit from that, you're going to save money. There's going to be less fees involved for the customer and the merchant, because you're cutting EzCater out of the deal. Whereas most of them, a lot of the merchants go through EzCater, then EzCater will dispatch those orders out to either Deliver That, Delivered, DoorDash. Now Zifty's coming around, and Para works gets some of those EzCaters as well. That's the final. What's that?
Also, just so everyone knows, I believe Tim has said it on the channel before. I finally quit my low-paying W-2 job to do this gig work full time. I finally realized in my head what Tim has been telling me for the past 2 years, that if I was out on my own, I could be making more than I did at my W-2, and I've had weeks that has proved that.
Sean, I don't call the restaurant unless I never have to call the restaurant. I just go there. You don't want to walk into that restaurant more than 10 minutes before your pickup time. That can I've heard, I don't know this for fact. I haven't heard it from EzCater, and I haven't heard it from Deliver That or Delivered. But some say that they will charge a $10 fee or something if you're there too early. EzCater will bill Delivered or Deliver That, and I'm not sure if that's true or not. That's what I heard. I've never been told anything. So if the app automatically checks you in, and I leave early to get to these places. I want to be there at least 10 minutes early, but depending on where it's at, there's highway construction going on. I could get tied up in that. There could be an accident or rush hour for whatever reason. So the app's checking me in when I get near the restaurant, but I don't go in yet. I sit out in the parking lot and wait till excuse me. I got an itch. I just happen to have a back scratcher right there. Oh.
So what if you park a few blocks away from the restaurant and don't get checked in yet?
I don't know the proximity you have to be. What's up, Anastasia? Welcome to the stream. And one burger. Yeah, that's my background. Because I've been a couple blocks away from even getting to the restaurant. I'm not even in the parking lot yet, and it's checked me in. I'm like, I'm not even there yet. So you just got to play that by ear. Like I got the Chevy's a couple days ago. I forgot which app I was on, but I was like 25 minutes early because the day before I got tied up on the same route getting out to the same area. I think I was going to Honey Baked Ham Store, which is almost across the street, and that tied me up. So I was almost late. I got there like 6 minutes early instead of 10 minutes early. But on these apps, it just tells you, so if you're lucky, it tells you an item count. It doesn't tell you exactly what you're picking up, and that item count isn't necessarily packages. I don't know what all that's included on that item count. So I like to get in there a little early, poke my nose in there just to see how big it is, because I don't want to take 8 catering bags in there if I only need 2. And also, I highly recommend a collapsible wagon. I use that collapsible wagon that I bought for doing Walmart Spark orders and Instacart. I use that more for catering orders than I ever used it for those grocery orders. It works out quite well. And,
well, you know, Tim, there's only so many things I can fit in that Sentra.
Oh yeah, you'd be limited. You'd be well, your first orders are going to give you, especially like if you get on the Delivered platform, the first 10 they're going to give you these newbie orders that don't even require a bag. And after you hit your 10th order on Delivered, they will send you a newbie kit, which it includes 2 of their catering bags that are branded with Delivered on them. They'll also send you, I think, a T-shirt, some sunglasses, and a tagger that you can hang on your mirror that says delivery, which I actually use that when I, driving in my F-150, and now the Clifford, the big red van, takes up damn near as much space as that F-150, if not more. I stick that on there because I block traffic sometimes. I have nowhere to park. And I was in the city of Clayton here in St. Louis last week. I was in and out of that building in like 8 minutes with my delivery, and I parked in front of a parking meter. I had my hazards on. I forgot to put my tagger up there. I don't think it would have mattered, but I got a parking ticket. I submitted that to DeliverThat, and I still have not heard any word if they're going to reimburse me for that. And I still keep forgetting to grab it out of my truck, so I got to pay it. Yeah, they got a wagon on sale for $74.99 right now, collapsible wagon. And I looked at it today. It looks like it's pretty good quality. It looks better quality than mine. What I don't like is the frame. The frame on it doesn't go as high up as the top of it, which I use that a lot, the double stack bags, but I don't like. I put my first row of catering bags long ways because that's the shape of the wagon, and then the second level I'll turn sideways, 180 degrees or whatever, 45 degrees, something, whatever. So it's laying across the frame of the top of my wagon, and I can double them up on there. Mama K, there's a video on my channel. It's like 3 minutes and 3 seconds long. I did a quick walk around on it. It has no rust. It has no windows except in the front. Give me 1 second. Let me go somewhere else here real quick. Shoot, which one do I want there? That one. My goodness, I'm on everywhere here. Where does it say shop? No, not careers, not shop. There we go. Oh, there it is. Wagon sale, $74.99. Well, let me see. Get back over here. This is some of that stuff I'm not familiar with doing on here. On StreamYards. I don't see what I'm looking for there. Where was that on? I thought there used to be a button down here for this. Oh, let me go back to settings. Layouts, hotkeys. No. 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 Where did it go? There used to be a button for this. General? No. Oh, never mind. It is. There's still a button. Share screen. Okay, we'll cancel it. Give me a second. I got to go back to the other browser. I primarily use Firefox as my main web browser, but StreamYards doesn't like Firefox for whatever reason. It likes Google Chrome. So, like, if I was in Firefox, I couldn't do what I'm about to do. Okay, now let me get back over to StreamYard. And I will show you this one for $74.99. It's not a bad one. The handle looks way better than mine. Oh, there it is. Let's see. Is it up on the screen? There it is. It knocked me off the screen. That is it.
Is that the one that you want?
This is not the wagon I was thinking it was. Okay. Now, this is the one I saw earlier. I was thinking of one I was looking at on Amazon. This frame does go up kind of high. This also has these. I don't. Can you see my arrow move? My mouse moving around on here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. These top frames. There's actually a table you can get for like $20 or $30 on Amazon that clips to here. It's a rollout table, so you can get a stable tabletop on top of this. After you put your catering bags in the bottom, you can't fit a whole 2 catering bags in there. You're only going to be able to get 1 catering bag in there with a little space in front of it or behind it. But that tabletop you can put over the top of this thing, and then you can stack more bags on top of that very stably. Lisa has one of those right now, right here, Lisa, that she got off of Amazon. But I saw this, and the ones that have the tabletop have this frame up high like that, so it clips onto it. And I can't get this thing to minimize now. I got it to zoom in. Oh, technology.
Man, that's something I need when I'm doing some Walmart deliveries with Uber Eats.
You would think, but I'll tell you, like I said, I've used that wagon so much more on catering orders than I ever did. Oh, there we go. I got rid of it. Than I ever did on Spark and Instacart.
Oh no, I had to deliver like literally 10 cases of water and 5 of the gallon jugs of sweet tea. No, 6 gallons of those, and like a case of pop. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, Jonathan, that's Harbor Freight. He got it from Harbor Freight Tools. They have a flatbed cart for $34.99 there. It's as good as it'll work just as well as the ones you're seeing at a lot of other places, going anywhere from $50 and up to $75 and $80. I just looked at it like 3 weeks ago again. I haven't bought it yet. I didn't have the van yet. Now I actually have the room because I only have, with the pickup truck, it's a 6.5 foot bed that I've got about 1.5 foot of stuff stored at the very front of my bed, and the rest is all for this. So I only have so much room I can store stuff in that pickup truck bed. But the van, it's like a condominium in there now. compared to
Unlimited space.
It's not unlimited, but boy, it's like
Well, you can make some brackets or something on that van that would hold that wagon up like up by the wall, so that way you wouldn't have to have it on the floor, and you could have it up on the mounted on the.
I fold it. The way I've done it in my truck is in fact, let me see if I got this picture. Never mind, I would have no idea how to get it up on the screen if I had it anyway. Because you can see there's a picture I sent to deliver that today of my bags, because I had to do that over again, and it just so happened right in the background you can see where I kept that wagon in my truck, because I bungeed it over on the right hand side of my bed, right there, like right at the end. So I just pop the bungee off, pull it out, and throw the floor insert into it, and good to go. And then I got to finagle the handle up. I don't like the handle on my wagon, but I went cheap. I was experimenting. I got the cheapest one that Walmart had at the time, and the quality, it's worked. It's paid for itself, I'd say. But yeah, the biggest problem with the catering apps with a lot of people though is the wait list and getting on it. That's the biggest hang up.
Well, now I see why I'm not, because I got to get some catering bags.
Yeah, you just got to be persistent and stick with them and follow all the directions. Like if you don't have cater bags and didn't upload pictures, you will not get on DeliverThat. Delivered, yes, you can, because they got the newbie program, and they're only going to send you offers until you pass your first 10 and get that newbie kit, so they know you have bags. You're going to get orders that you don't need the bags. Now, something that gets my goat, and I've been seeing it a lot lately, and some people tell me to mind my business. Well, they're taking orders from me that these catering companies, DeliverThat and Delivered, want you to use catering bags for these orders. And when I see people picking up hot food and just putting it in either their trunk with no bags, the back seat with no bags, or the front seat with no bags, to me, they're unequipped and they're taking money out of my pocket. That makes it my business, because they shouldn't be doing the job if they're not equipped. They should get those orders that they give you in the first 10 on Delivered and stuff like that. take
And that
food
affects you as a businessman because they're taking that business away from you.
Right. That's why I say they're
Or
getting in the
somebody else,
pocket.
or somebody else who is equipped like you are.
Like I probably won't report anybody, but this is more of a kind of a shout out to the restaurants. The restaurants see that they know the people. I mean, I can't believe how many restaurants are shocked when I come in with catering bags. Oh, you have bags? I'm like, but doesn't anybody else? Everybody should have bags when they come in and pick up a catering order. Some people, if it's a small one, they'll just run in and grab it. And I've done that too. And I put it right in my bags when I get outside, like the Subway order I did the other day. Well, I did come in with bags, but then I went back out to my truck because they were putting all these box lunches in 55-gallon commercial clear trash bags. It looked like crap. It looked like I was delivering bags of trash. So I took all those box lunches, and there was a lot of them, and put them in my catering bags, stacked them up, put them in there, and made it look nice. And I kept all the bags because who doesn't need some free, good quality 55-gallon trash bags? Okay, I'll check that out later, Sean. I'm off. I'm off Discord. I completely shut it down. Otherwise, I keep hearing those notification noises popping out of there, and it drives me bonkers.
I might go back into Discord.
Yeah, I got to check that video out, Jonathan. Rideshare Lisa was talking about it earlier. I haven't got a chance to do it. I caught up with Chris Heffernan's videos that he just dropped over on Delivered today. He's the CEO. I wanted to look at those, and I was on Rideshare Rodeo. Had David from Para on there, Stephen David from Para, the CEO of Para. I think it's November 2nd. Rideshare Rodeo's got a live interview, podcast, whatever you want to call it, with the CEO of Delivered, Chris Heffernan. I don't know if he's got anything lined up with anybody from DeliverThat yet, but maybe I'll talk to him and get that in the works too. Reapply after 30. I have to look at that. I don't understand what's going on there. What just disappeared? Did somebody's message just disappear? Something happened there. Hang on a second. I can't see certain things that pop up on here. Sorry for the wordy thumbnail too, because I was. There we go. No, something just looked weird on my chat, like something just vanished. Like I was looking at something and then it was gone. Everything looks fine over there. Now I got mod controls in case I see that John White guy pop on here that invaded my stream that morning and put some video not allowed on YouTube up on my panel. Right after I started streaming, I was out on the road. I couldn't do anything about it because I live streamed
materials that were not safe for work.
Right. Gosh, I got a headache coming in. I can feel a stupid sinus headache from allergies. Oh, you know what? I wish I would have had my allergies acting up today and making me sneeze, because sometimes a good sneeze will pop that sciatic nerve back into place.
Well, Tim, I'm going to hop on up off here and make me some dinner, man.
Right on, Jason. TaskRabbit, no, I haven't, Chevy, because I'll tell you why. Like I could easily put together those IKEA cabinets and shelves and whatever, entertainment centers, dressers, you name it. I've bought all that over the years and assembled everything.
I'll see you out on the road tomorrow, man.
You bet, man. We'll be on the Discord.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I've assembled all that stuff, but I don't know what to charge for it. Like a lot of these gig apps, they dictate what they charge, and from what I understand on TaskRabbit, you set your own earnings, so to speak, and what you charge. And I have no idea what to charge to do some of that stuff. I'd have to say at least 40 or 50 bucks an hour, because if you get it done in under an hour, kind of like a mechanic, they charge you, like $75 an hour labor. If they finish the job in 10 minutes, you're still paying $75, not $7.50. Yeah, it'd be something I wouldn't mind doing. Like I said, I just don't know what to charge. That's been my dilemma. And plus, I got the other apps keeping me busy. But I know I don't know if he was a gig tuber, but he put out a video quite a while ago now. I saw it well over a year ago, but he used to do DoorDash and probably Uber Eats, that kind of stuff. I don't think that he got into the catering or the last milers like Curry and so many other apps out there, Synpex, Dispatch. I can't even think of all of them right now. But he got into TaskRabbit and said he was making so much better money on TaskRabbit than the DoorDash type. What's that say? The DoorDash type gig apps. I'm watching the chat on 2 different ones, but it's popping up faster before on YouTube before it pops up on StreamYards. Nothing sexier to a woman than a man who can her TV for her. Carrie? Yeah, I won't be streaming too much longer because I got to get to bed in probably about, I don't know, no later than 10 o'clock. Yeah, deliver that. When I was reapplying, asked me what all gig apps I was worked on or had experience with. I finally had to put and many more because I'm like, gosh, I don't even. And then afterwards, I'm like, oh, I forgot about this one, that one. So I'm glad I put the and many more at the end. And I spoke to them on the phone recently. I'm like, God, this is what I do. Hell, I even bought that van to better service my customers, and also hopefully they'll remember me because that thing's bright red. The other reason I did not want a white cargo van, I wanted to stand out when I'm making my deliveries, and that's gonna pop. I'm not thinking about putting any lettering on it just yet. I don't know what I will if I do, because I just kind of like I like it kind of plain, just plain big and red. I mean, I made a mock-up picture of me with my GigWise got a Gigs logo on it. And it says the Delivery Pro down the side, the avatar down at the back end of it up high. But I don't want that on my van that I'm driving around. That's just a kind of an arrogant avatar I made up for Discord. I never really meant to use that on my real channel, but I kind of liked it. So did a lot of people. So I went with it. I use it all over the place now. It's on every video. Well, there goes the camera again. That's the logo. I don't want to put that on my van. Yeah, I'm not too big. I'm not too keen of that the physical, Jonathan. And honestly, man, if I can make it work with the catering apps, I'd rather do all my money right here locally. Offer on Curry earlier this evening. I got it right about 4 o'clock. Pickup time was 6 p.m. tonight. It was acting weird though. Every time I clicked on it, it was paying $684.50 to drive 571 miles one way. I wanted it to go up a little bit, so I waited, and my phone finally lit up, and it said the payment has been updated or whatever it says. Well, I clicked on it. It was still $684.50. It should have. They typically, when it's paying that much, it'll jump $100 or $50 on that first bonus. Usually like $100. Then it'll go 50, 50, 50. Then it might start going 10 or 5 at a time until somebody finally accepts it. But it said it went up, but it didn't go up, and it was acting wonky every time I clicked on it. So I'm kind of leery after that $2,060 one that I accepted a couple weeks ago. And when I got there to pick it up at the Sherwin-Williams, all the way in Glen Carbon, Illinois, which isn't crazy far, but it's over 30 minutes from where I'm at right now. And I get there, and I say, yeah, I'm here with Curry to pick up the order going to Utah. And he's like, Utah? I'm like, yeah. He's like, wait, is it paying like $2,000 something or something like that? I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't accept it for anything less. It's freaking Utah. And he said, yeah, this has happened before. That's not where it's really going. I'm going to have to cancel the order. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Well, first I was thinking, I wonder if they're going to give me half pay for that. No, they didn't. They gave me $20. But then I got the order when it came back. It was only going 14 miles away from the Sherwin-Williams, but it was going 14 miles deeper into Illinois, further away from where I live. But I ended up getting it for $62.77 or something like that, plus the $20 I made for the cancellation. So I made 82 something off of it, which that worked out. At least I didn't. I'm made up for the drive by getting that extra, and I didn't really have to go far. It was only 10 5-gallon buckets of paint. But there are real orders that do pay like that driving across states. That was like 1,230 something miles to go to Utah, though. And it was paying, I've seen them pay $2,914, I think was the highest paying one. It was taking something like paint to, it was another run to Utah. I don't know if that was real either. Oh yeah. I'm getting on Gig Geezers now. I've seen his stuff before. For some reason, I wasn't subscribed to his channel. I subscribed a couple days ago. I don't know if he had another channel. I could have swore I was subscribed to Gig Geezer because I've seen his content. And typically, anybody's content I watch more than one time, you bet your ass I'm subscribed. If they did a good enough job to get my attention more than once, then yeah, they're worth subscribing to. Where's my water? There it is. Yeah, I don't want to. You got to go get a physical and stuff with that dot. That kind of scares me. I don't want to get a physical. Been a long time since I had a physical. I think I was 16. Not a big fan of turning my head and coughing. Because I'm pretty sure I do have a hernia that I never got taken care of, that I got around 1998-ish. Because I had a cook that didn't take the damn kitchen trash out, and it's like he cleared out every refrigerator, anything bad, everything that was bad in the kitchen, he threw in that trash can. It was a 55-gallon trash can. It was only halfway full, and it probably weighed 300 freaking pounds. And I had to, we were due for a health inspection any day. So if that health inspector would have came in bright and early the next morning and saw that trash in there from the day before, we would have got knocked points for that. So I drug it out there and dumped that by myself. I should have, if I would have noticed it earlier, I would have had a customer there to help me, but it was after closing time when I found it. I was by myself, had to get it out of there. What I really should have done was just left it outside for the cook in the morning, but I was not sure if the health department would get us for that trash can sitting outside with half full of kitchen trash. Yeah. Yeah, they do. They purge you from channels, and I don't know why. Otherwise, I'd probably be subscribed to like thousands of channels because I know I subscribe to a lot of stuff, and I know one. I just went looking for it the other day. I can't remember what it was, but I was not subscribed to it. It popped up. Who was it? I can't remember, but it popped up on my, we'll just say my feed, my YouTube feed, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I watched whatever it was, and I look, I'm like, how am I not subscribed? Now I do have more than one YouTube channel or account. Maybe I subscribed on another one, but no, yeah, we've seen especially as content creators, they which channel? I think it was this channel. No, I think it was my old channel that they deactivated. I was missing out of the blue like 83 subscribers were gone. I can see a couple of subscribers unsubscribing here and there, but not 83 in one day. Within a few hour period. It's like I went to bed, it was at this level. I woke up, and that was when I was doing crypto streaming. So I was on. Ask Jonathan K and Jason. I was on here constantly, and I was 83 subscribers. Poof, gone. I'm like, holy crap! That as a small channel, that's hard to recoup that quickly. When you weren't, I wasn't doing shorts yet. And when I started doing those shorts, I was damn near getting 83 subscribers a day. Those shorts really kick subscriptions up. As long as your shorts are getting up in the search algo. And right after I hit 1,000 subscribers, I was getting right after that, none of my shorts were getting any views. I don't know what happened. And I'd gotten a copyright claim on some music right around that same time. And I don't know if that's what did it or not. That's why I've been real cautious lately about any music I let play on my channel. Even if I know I'm going to delete it, I'm trying not to play the copyrighted music, because I'll still get hit with claims before I wake up the next day, but I've already deleted the video. I dismiss all those. I haven't had to dismiss any copyright claims in, I think, over a month. That's like a record for me. That's crazy. I can close that down. I got so much stuff open. Let me look. I actually had Chat GPT write me a script for this just to see what it would say. I liked its little intro. Oh, here you go, Jason. This is right on here. If you're a driver, start by downloading the DeliverThat app, sign up, and the process is straightforward. Just enter your details, complete the necessary checks, and you're in, unless you're waitlisted. I actually am looking into freight. I've got the app on my phone. I just never did it. But when I was looking up these carrier apps last night, freight just kept popping up. And that's one of them, as I was explaining to Lisa earlier, that it was saying courier/freight on their ad on this job website. Hang on a second, guys. That is my mom calling. I'll be right back. Chat amongst yourselves. Okay. All right. Yeah. But yeah, I want to look into freight. I gotta do some homework on that. Rational driver Sean, because I don't know what they pay. I don't know how big the orders are. I don't know if it's local or if I'll be going from here to Minnesota or wherever. Because those long road trips, like I've mentioned before, I've got some sleep issue where it knocks me out while I'm driving. And I mean, I could be just an hour or 2 hours out of St. Louis on the highway, and I'm nodding off. But when I ride shotgun, if I'm co-pilot, I have no problems falling asleep. Like me and my buddy Jay were heading up to Minnesota back in the mid-90s in my vehicle, and we made it to Springfield, Illinois, and I had to pull over and let him drive. And I was wide awake the rest of the way, all the way there. He had no problem driving. But me, I'm nodding off, and that's with somebody sitting next to me talking to me. And at least I don't nod off at stoplights anymore like I did back in my first delivery job back in '88. Yeah, I'm going to call her back. She called me early. That's why I'm looking at the time, because she usually calls about 10 o'clock. So I'll call her back right when I get off of here. And then I got to go to bed. Got to get them bags. I'm telling you, man. I mean, you can increase your earnings by an easy 165 to 200 a week by doing it. If you're in a busy enough market and they send you offers. I'm on a lot of Facebook groups for these catering apps, and that's the biggest complaint I see. Is they're on it, but they never see any offers. Now, the green board, or as I call it, on Deliver, the open opportunity board. I was under the impression, because since they started it, right after they launched it, about 4 or 5 days later, I finally saw some orders on it for 3 days in a row, maybe 4, and I got a decent order off each time. When I backed out of it, all the other offers were gone, because there was like 4 or 5 offers, and I click on the most expensive one, I accept it, they send me the offer, I accept it on my phone, but as soon as I backed out of there, and I was only in there for like 30 seconds, all the other offers are gone. But since then, if it's at the 8 p.m. time when they say you want to be watching it, which I watched tonight while I was on Discord, I watched at 7:30 and 8 o'clock. I saw nothing. Now, when you become Emerald Elite Club driver for Deliver. That's their top tier for drivers. You're supposed to see the orders 30 minutes, like at 7:30 instead of 8 p.m. You're supposed to see those orders on there at 7:30. Since I've been in the, because I'm an Emerald Elite Club tier now, I see nothing. See, I was under the impression they started that, then all of a sudden I'm not getting as many orders and all this nonsense. I never see anything on the board. And I was pretty much under the impression that those Emerald Elite drivers would see those orders pop up at 7:30 and they were just gobbling up everything. Well, now that I'm there on that level, I see nothing. I haven't seen one thing yet, and it's been about a week, and I haven't seen one thing pop up at 7:30, and nothing pop up at 8 o'clock for that matter either. Yeah, those bags that I recommend for $20, 3 for $20 or whatever, they're not good quality, but they're cheap enough that you can do it. And if you put the boxes in them like those, I insert, and I actually got that idea from watching UDM's video because that's what he does. And back in the beginning when me and Jonathan K were both doing this, the bags are floppy, and we're just doing Uber Eats, and he bought one off of Amazon that I believe you can, once you put the lid, zip the lid, you can stand on top of this thing. It holds its shape. And I like that. They look sharp. Then when I saw how UDM was doing it with the boxes inserted in there, I'm like, I like that too. You can't stand on them, but it's enough that it holds the shape of it and it looks good. I think it just looks professional. And I've seen nobody else in my market doing that. Not one person. I mean, half the people I don't even see use bags. And the ones I have, they usually come in and wadded up like it's an old beat up DoorDash bag. Yeah, I mean, once you start getting that catering money coming in, you'll see. I mean, also the best thing is just keep taking more and more offers. I know, like I've had to take a lot of them that I don't like. In fact, I'm going to re-strategize how I'm doing it because I'm really holding out for higher paying orders. But on like the delivered platform, when you get the full tip, some of them pay really well. The best one I've done was $3,400 worth of soul taco that paid $395. That's what I earned, and it took me. Technically, it took me about 35 to 40 minutes from start to finish. However, the restaurant ran about 50 minutes late on getting that order ready. But my time actually working was about 35, 40 minutes tops from leaving my driveway to completing that order. That 50, 55-minute gap, I did nothing but stand around with thumb up my butt because nothing I could do. They didn't have the food ready on time. All I could do was contact Delivered and say, hey, they're running behind. They want an ETA. And I'm like, they have no idea. They never have an idea. They'll tell you 5 minutes. It's still going to take 30 minutes. They'll tell you 5 minutes. Just like if you ever go to Jet's Pizza and pick up a pizza order and it's not ready, they say 5 minutes. That 5 minutes is anywhere from 20 to 50 minutes. It's never 5 to 10 minutes. It's always over that. And if anybody's went to Jets, at least the Jets I do on Hampton Boulevard in the over on the south side. Well, I'm about the same distance south. Yeah, it's never ready. I was shocked the last time I went there. They did have the food ready, but that's been a while. But yeah, that's a good paying one. I did another one that was the pickup. Oh yeah, that's Soul Taco. The Soul Taco I go to, I haven't seen an order there for a while, and I don't know why. Maybe they blacklisted me somehow, but I was told I have no complaints or every delivery I've done with Delivered has went off without a hitch. No complaints. There was only one I canceled because I woke up sick as a dog, but I text them at like 5:30 something in the morning saying I'm sick as a dog and there's no way I can do that delivery. It wasn't until like 11 o'clock. So that was plenty of time to let them know that, because typically if I accepted an order, it's probably paying pretty good. So for them to unassign it for me and put it back out there for somebody else, somebody's going to take it like that. Because you bet your butt, it's usually paying pretty decent. Those first 10 I did on Delivered, yeah, I took some that I typically wouldn't. And now I added one on yesterday because some of you know I have a personal customer and he needed me to run by and drop off a package that I had just picked up off his porch the day before because he wasn't home. Didn't want the porch pirates to get it. And he had been in the hospital for a little over a month, and he wanted to square up with me for getting his mail that whole time. Well, my first delivery paid, I don't remember, $90-something. I don't remember. Second one was paying, it paid $60 even. So this other order they popped up at me yesterday morning was $20. $20. I don't take those. This one, however, was going to put me right around the corner from where my personal customer lives. So I'm like, you know what? I'll help deliver it out. I'm going to go ahead and accept this and knock this delivery out. Well, the order changed. It was updated. The customer had added more food to it. So my pay went up. It went up to $48, something like that. I'll tell you. That's the first that it happened on me. And I don't know that it happens like that on many $20 offers, but where's that payout on it? I'll find it quicker by looking at that because I don't have my glasses on. All these ones I canceled. Not canceled, I just declined them. Where is that one? Oh, this sounds like it right here. Gosh, they send me so many bad offers. I do decline a lot of offers. There it is. Your delivered order has been updated. The projected earning is now $44.20. That's what it was. So I ended up making $44.20 off of a $20 order. I typically wouldn't have accepted in the first place just because it's only $20. And I just had to jump right back on the highway for my drop off, go right back downtown St. Louis to Kimchi guys, grab it, and go drop it off. I did have to wait an extra 10 minutes or so. Oh, no, it was right at 15 minutes because I didn't have the food ready. And the way delivered works, 15 minutes. If it goes over 15 minutes, they start paying you a quarter per minute after that. Yeah, it's not great, but hey, it's something. It's like if it's 15 minutes late or something like that on DeliverThat, it's $5, I think, for every 15 minutes. After that, something like that. I haven't done enough DeliverThat to know how that works exactly just yet. Rideshare Lisa's still in here. I know she knows the answer to that, the right answer. I hate to misquote something that's not right. But yeah, that worked out. And then my personal customer wrote me a check for $125. So yeah, I ended up doing those three little things yesterday and made like $230. Right about $230. And I wasn't feeling well, so I came back home, and then I tweaked my back somehow, so I couldn't even go out today. Kind of sucked. Yeah, my personal customer wanted me to go pick him up cookies. They called me earlier when I was on the phone with the hotline people at DeliverThat trying to get signed back on so I can start receiving orders again. And what I was going to say, my strategy is some of these lower paying orders, if I've got a good paying order for the day, like I'm like a really good paying order, like around $200, I'm going to start throwing some of these smaller orders on with that just to knock it out and easily get the pay up. Because a lot of times these smaller paying orders, they're not that big. If it's a big order, like high food cost and still low paying, no, I'm not going to do that. But if it's, anywhere from $100 to a $200 order, especially on DeliverThat, if it's, I'll make $33 on it, typically. I'll start doing more of those as long as they're short mileage, just to add to it. Because if I already got a $200 order, let's try and push that over $300 by a couple more deliveries. It's difficult though, because a lot of those orders are all around the same time frame for lunch, so it's hard to really stack up 2, 3, and 4 orders. I mean, the most I've gotten catering wise has been 3 in one day, just because most of them are all pretty much the same time. They overlap. You can't put them together. Especially if that first restaurant runs late, then you're screwed on your next 2. So it's good to get them spread out. And I do know on DeliverThat, it really pays attention to where you're located. Because when I was out picking up my van out in St. Peters, Missouri, it's out St. Charles County, I started seeing offers coming in from out in that area. on Deliver That. And I took one because I had a delivery getting me out there, and I had my next delivery. I would have had to drive all the way downtown to Condado Tacos at Park Village and then deliver that. Well, this one gave me a little more time between deliveries, and it was right down the street from my drop off out there. I knocked that out, and it got me back going towards where I needed to be in St. Louis County. So it worked out better. And it's easier to do that with Deliver That than Deliver, because you can unassign orders on Deliver That, as long as if it's a breakfast order for the next day, you have to unassign that before 8 p.m. the night before. But if it's just a regular lunch order, 3 hours. If you and they got a ticker on there, so you see the time. So if it's more than 3 hours before that, you can unassign it if you see something better come along that works out better for you. That's just how you do it. But they don't want you to hoard a bunch of orders either. And not, if you've got 8 orders off, well, they won't let you have 8 orders at the same time. 5 is what you can accept for the same day. You can only have 5 at a time, and that might be lower if you're not preferred. But I've had 5 at one time, so I know. Yeah, I know when you're not preferred, you can hold 5 for one day, but you want to shuffle those around. You want to get rid of them and put that opportunity out there for someone else. If you don't like the order or it's not going to work out for you, just get rid of it. I mean, you got to accept them fast. I've done it blindly driving down the road. I have no idea what I'm accepting. Then when I can finally get pulled over, I can go through them and I start unassigning what I don't want right away and keep the best one out of the 5. Because typically that's all I'm going to get out of that 5 is 1, because they're all for about the same time. But I do have to wait. It'll be about another month before I can get their preferred driver program, simply because I haven't been active on the app for 90 days. Even though you all know I've got the experience to be a preferred driver, but it's their rules. Even though they just changed them right in the middle of when I was trying to get my first 10, they upped it to 25, but it's their rules. So we'll go with it, and it'll pay off in the end. And I'm also working on, I'm trying to help them get some direct partnerships with more merchants down here. But the way they go about it, I'm not I'm a big fan of it. And Deliver That's the only one I'm speaking of. That's the only one I spoke with the company about this, because I got a big list I'm compiling of merchants here in my market that all do catering of some sort on some level. And it's a pretty big list, and I'm not done yet. I'm not even close to being finished with this list yet. But they want me to go to that merchant and try and kind of sell them on the platform, and then give them a link for them to go through and contact them. And I'm not a fan of that. I believe they should have they're going to make more money off delivery orders that are through a direct partnership than the third party EzCater setup is. I'm pretty sure that's how that would work. So I think I don't know, in their best interest, it'd be better if they have one of their dedicated staff members that is very fluent with their language of how everything works, contact these people instead of waiting for them to contact them. Especially certain ones. Some I'd rather them contact sooner than later. There's some small mom and pop places. That's another thing. St. Louis has a lot of restaurants that are not chains that do very good food, and they do a lot of catering. They're not big chains, though. And I would like for them to benefit from some of this stuff versus the big chains. We like Red Robin, I do a lot of deliveries out of there, and Chevy's, I do a lot of deliveries. They're big chains. But there's a lot of restaurants that have better food that do catering, and they're not big chains. They may have more than one location. They may have 2 or 3 locations, but they're small. And I'd like those folks to all benefit from getting more of their product out there. And when you're dealing with offices, people are from all over the place that work at that office. They may have never heard of Jackie's Pizzeria or whatever. And might get them more business at that restaurant, not just for catering, but when that employee at that office or whatever business it is, when they take the family out, maybe they'll go there for pizza that night or wherever. Just my opinion, just my thoughts. I got a lot of those. So deliver that if you're listening to me. Take notes. I've got a little experience in this stuff when it comes to reaching out to that stuff. When I worked for Gourmet Food Works, we did corporate catering. We had 8 or 9 of our own trucks to deliver these orders because we were that busy Monday through Friday. Weekends, we did banquets. Sunday, we did a brunch buffet, which I've got lots of pictures of what our brunch buffets look like. It was $30 a head for that brunch buffet 11 years ago. That was just a normal Sunday brunch buffet. When we did like Mother's Day, Easter, Thanksgiving, or Christmas, it was more like $60 a head because it was pretty extravagant. We did a pretty big layout when it came to that brunch buffet. It was huge. And then after getting everything out there from 10 o'clock or 10:30, whatever we opened for business, I left the kitchen and I was the meat carver. I was the prime rib guy shaving that stuff newspaper thin so we didn't give away too much prime rib. Then we had the omelet guy next to me running the omelet station a few steps away. I much rather carve the beef than do the omelet station. Which I did. I had to man it for him every once in a while when he had to take a break, because we just stood out there on our feet from 10:30 till 3:30 in the afternoon when it ended. We didn't really get a break. We never got to sit down. And I usually got there at 6 a.m. So I've been running since 6 a.m. till 3:30 because I got there at 6 a.m. because I was a chef in the back of the kitchen too, back of the house. That was fun though. I miss that place a lot. We had a good work family. In fact, that's where I got the pictures from. I reached out to my old boss. He's still looking for some pictures of all the gourmet food work vans we had. Fun times. I'm going to wrap this up in 2 minutes. If anybody's got any more questions that I can answer quickly, roll them in there. Because I've got to call my mom and then hit the sack. I'm hoping my caffeine's wearing off from my hot tea I had earlier. I didn't highly caffeinate it, but it had a good amount of caffeine in it. It wasn't my wake up tea brew. That stuff you'll feel your hair growing drinking my wake me up tea. Nothing. I bore you long enough, put everybody to sleep. I never can tell how many people are on here. I'm looking at YouTube and StreamYards. I have not a damn clue how many people are on this live stream right now. That's crazy. If you guys ever want to catch us live while we're out there actually working, when I'm not live streaming, Rideshare Lisa has a Discord channel. That's typically where you can find some of us, and you're more than welcome to join. Back, give me 1 second. I'll fire up my Discord real quick. Hope you can't see that going across the screen. I can drop a link. Now, me and Lisa argue like brother and sister on there a lot, so be forewarned. It's all in fun. Let me close completely out of that because I do not want that making noise. That Discord will wake me up in the middle of the night if I don't completely shut it down. Not just her channel. I mean, it's all my different channels I'm on. That's an invite to Rideshare Lisa's Discord. Is that clickable? Yeah, it is. If anybody would like to join that, you once you're in there, check usually after 10 a.m. If we're out working, we're probably in there shooting the crap while we're out. Just it kills time when we're in between deliveries and whatnot. And you can jump on there. You can just hang out and not talk, or you can participate in the chat, because there's no texting, there's no chat. It's all microphone. You can do it all from your phone. If you don't have the Discord app, just download it. And I don't do it so much on my Discord channel, but Lisa puts a lot of stuff on her different topics on her Discord. I'm a little lazy when it comes to that. You might get some funny memes out of me, but that's about it. I did put a pretty cool music video on mine today, this evening. Um, a guy with a mute guy created a rap song about bullies. And he was born with no jaw. He has no jaw. He can't talk. He's mute. And it's a pretty good video. It has a good message, and I liked it, so I posted it for everybody else to watch. Might like it or not. It's just weird watching a guy going through the motions of rapping, but it's somebody else standing there doing the singing, the rapping, because the guy can't talk. I was trying to see if he was actually doing sign language at one point, but he wasn't. Crossroad carriers? No, I haven't. I've just started looking into these carrier apps, Night Watcher, because I was watching Cars and Cribs, and I'm like, is he saying courier or carrier? Because I thought he was saying courier and just pronouncing it weird because wherever he lives, people in different regions pronounce things differently. But he's actually saying carrier, and I really picked up on it on a video I watched yesterday. So now I'm researching carrier apps. And Freight came up with a match on one of those. Frayt is how they spell it, but I'm sure they pronounce it freight. I'll be looking into that. But like I said, I want short haul, short distance, no more than like 50 miles, and it's got to pay accordingly. If I'm driving out 50 miles, I'm going to want at least $102 for it. There's a lot of people out there that say we can't be looking for round trip pay. I'm like, yeah, we can. If it's going to get me 50 miles away from where I work, yeah, I want to be paid enough to be compensated for that return trip. Because the companies are making more money than we are off making those deliveries. They got the money to bump it up. I mean, I know they got bills to pay and payroll and all that stuff to keep everything going, but they're still making good. Believe you me, they're making out like bandits. I will look into Crossroads though. In fact, I can't do that on there. Can I do it on this one? Copy that. I'm throwing it in a Google search so I don't forget for later. CrossroadCarriers.com. Crossroad Carriers is a family-operated company with the mindset that every employee is part of the Crossroads family. Sounds to me like this is going to be more like a W-2, just from reading that first couple lines. What I'm looking for is the on-demand, the power that we can have by just flipping. We want to work, we flip it on. We don't want to work, we don't have it on. Or we can, like some of them, like carry, a lot of them I just keep that I'm available all the time, 24/7. At least I get an opportunity to see what they have to offer. Whether I take it or not, it's a different story. But I also don't want to get disciplined. I don't want to get bad marks because I don't accept something. Like on Synpex, I had to shut that thing off. They auto-assigned an order to me one day when I was on my way to pick up a courier order, just because I was in close proximity to where that pickup was on the Synpex app. And I didn't reject and I didn't accept it. I didn't do anything with it. And then I'm hearing something was going on. I flipped back over to Synpex and it's showing me directions to get to their pickup. I'm like, I didn't accept that. So I got a hold of their support real quick and said, hey, I didn't accept this order. I'm not taking this. I'm already on another delivery. It's going to put me an hour away from where this pickup is. And they're like, well, when will you be back over there? I won't be. I go, the hour away is going to put me closer to home. That's why I was taking the courier order, to get me closer to home. Because I was only like 6 miles from the curry pickup. I had to sit on the side of the road for a little bit so the price would go up, because you know me, I want that bonus to kick in. But I got the curry left. They canceled that order. And shortly after that, they quit sending me offers. I'm not sitting active on it right now, so, or available or whatever they call it. And honestly, the order that they auto assigned me wasn't paying enough. I wouldn't have taken it anyway, even if I had nothing else to do. But it was going to put me further deeper into Illinois. I don't live in Illinois, you guys know. I live in Missouri. I don't like going all the way over there, especially when there's no guarantees. I've talked to Curry. I said, if you can guarantee I'm going to keep seeing orders that make sense, I can bounce back and forth between these towns over in Illinois and make money. I may go over there for a day or two a week and knock these Sherwin-Williams orders out that's going from one Sherwin-Williams to the other Sherwin-Williams. I can do those, but there's no guarantees that I'm going to continue to get orders back to back to back to back because you can't stack them. You can only do one order at a time. You can't pre-book another one. Most of them, it's the pickup time is right now, immediately. So you got, yeah, that's just an issue I have. They can't guarantee it. So I typically don't go over there. I do take orders that I pick up here and I end up over there in hopes to grab one of those orders from one of those Illinois locations that come back this way. It's only happened like twice though. But any of you guys, I've already went 6 minutes past my deadline and I'm going to get out of here. I thank you all for hanging out for this however long I've been on here. 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's I wanted to do about an hour and 30 minute stream. So perfect. You all get out there and make that money tomorrow. If you want to get a hold of DeliverThat, if you haven't, down in the description, you'll see it. There's a link to go to www.ideliverthat.com/driver. It's down in the description. Click it, go there. If you're a merchant, want to know anything, there's a link for you down there. Click it. It'll take you to where you need to see how to get in touch with them and what they're all about. But you all have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. I am out. Peace. Oh, I'm going to hit the wrong button. I'm good for that on this StreamYards. Oh, hang on. What was that? Oh, never mind. I just noticed there was a message from somebody in the private chat. It was Jason when he was backstage. If you're still listening, Jason, when you come backstage when I'm at home, it pops up right there. I can't miss you. On the road, it's just a little red dot, and if I'm lucky, I hear a little beep in my ear when my earbud's in, and that lets me know that somebody's down there. But that little red dot when I'm driving, I don't even pay attention. That's why I always say when I'm driving, throw it in the chat, not private chat because I won't see that either, but throw it in the chat that everybody gets to see when I'm out on the road. I'll see it pop up there. But I'm out. Peace, guys. Thanks for hanging out.